right, now starts your guide to finding the $10,000 Summit Rock is what we're talking about. This is Amy, and I'm from Coney Country, and I've got my friend Joe Levine here with the Summit Athletic Club. Joe, we're going to talk about this treasure hunt that's starting very, very soon, and you know how excited I get about this.
Yes, you do get really excited.
I get a little excited. So this is going to be your guide to help you find these rocks that we're getting ready to hide in just a few short weeks. Okay, so we've got Joe from Summit Athletic Club. Joe, let's talk all things Summit Rock. First up, tell the people who you are.
I'm Joe from Summit Athletic Club.
You see him around. You see him in his truck, right? All right, Joe, what a lot of people want to know is, why do you guys do this every single year?
Well, it's just something that we started about 14 years ago.
14 years.
Before that, it was about 45 years ago that it was first. I was first introduced to it. It was something called the Jingle Bell Rock. Did I ever tell you that?
No.
It was in another place, and it was really cool. My mom at the time was working 2 jobs.
Okay.
And $500 was a lot of money 45 years ago. It's probably like the $10,000 today.
Right.
But it was something that they did on the radio, and it was at Christmas time.
Oh, I love that.
And it was called the Jingle Bell Rock. And like I said, it was hard to get out, at that young age. And then with my mom working 2 jobs, it was kind of cool that we made a little bit of time to go out once and look. And it was really cool. And there was hope. Like, wow, if we really found it, I could help her. Or she, we could get some things that we, it was nice. But then it's just really evolved, I think,
Right.
since then with, years later starting it here. Seeing people, back then we had 3 television stations. It was actually a radio station that was partnered then. But now there's so many things. And when we first started, it was just the radio and us, and it was 2 days a week. And then we started seeing people create relationships out there. And instead of them hiding things and doing it on their own, and but they were going with their families. We actually had people that got so close out there, they ended up getting married. There were
Are you serious?
Yeah, we heard of a couple that got married, and then they started. Do you remember now our Clue? What is it? Our Summit Clue discussion page that you guys are with.
Which is on Facebook.
Now they're sharing, so it's like over the years there's been like kind of a culture.
Yes, you become like family, right?
Yeah, well, it's we get people have made videos, and they've. My general manager keeps talking about the why. What is the why?
Yeah, let's talk about the why. What? Because just so people know, like, you guys don't need this advertisement. You guys don't need this is purely it comes from the heart. And now I know why. I never knew that it came from, you didn't grow up with money, right?
Oh, no.
And when you see, and I'm same with my family, like $500 would have been like life-changing. Yeah. So that's really
cool. You
cool.
weren't even born 45 years ago. Come on.
Thank you. 49. So let's talk about the why of why you wanted. Why was this important for you to do this for the community?
To give back, to get that, that hope, and then you kind of develop your own why when you're out there. Back then it was the money and the hope for the money and the hope to be able to help my mom or myself.
Right.
But you discover kind of your own why when you're out there. If you don't win the $10,000, what did you win?
Right.
What did you get?
What came from it?
We've had people that have, like, one year we did, send in the best video and we'd give away a membership, but
right.
people were saying, I haven't exercised so much since high school and it's been 20 years and I feel good. And they found more than, the rock. They found themselves.
I love that. No, I remember we were out off of Exit 13 one year, and the guy, Randy, he was going through cancer treatments, and this was the first time that he got out, and he's, he is a bigger guy, and he said, I'm not in the position to get out here and do all this walking, but I do it because you guys make it so fun, and you guys make me want to get better, and he's doing better since, and I love that.
Yeah.
You guys bring the community together.
The stories, the grandparents that have sent us things and thanked us because their grandkids actually talk to them during the rock, or the kids that are teenagers that don't want to hang out with their parents, but they're out hunting and they get to see that different side of them, because sometimes we get lost, especially now with the internet, and all the social stuff. This kind of brings it back to the belly to belly.
I love that.
Where it's kind of the one-on-one. And like I said, it's the other thing. It's like a lottery. When you put in a ticket, you buy a ticket. How do you just have to be lucky. Well, with the rock, you can put in time.
Right.
The more energy and the more time you put in. And again, if you don't find the rock, what did you get out of it?
Right. There's more than just.
Yeah, people at work that are just having a good time while they're at work because they're trying to figure out where this thing is, even if they can't get out to get it. And then they're sharing with the people at work. And, hey, what do you think? And I've had hundreds of people that have told me, I knew where that was. I just couldn't go get it.
Right.
Well, you know how that goes. When you get over there, it's still hard to find. But they did. They zeroed in on the location. And it was just something. It's a fun time of the year.
So, and I love your motto. Your motto, you talk a lot about exercise in disguise.
Yeah,
let's talk about that.
That's where it sneaks up on you. Well, those things that people wear now that counts their steps. And
yes.
We've had people, I get 20,000 steps a day. And it is. It's just you get out there and it's like anything else. I mean, you don't have to go to Summit to exercise. You're out walking, you're hiking, you're biking. If you're enjoying yourself and you're exercising, your brain starts working better.
Right.
I've noticed that now that I'm 60. I feel like
you are not 60.
I'm close, 59. So,
my goodness.
But I feel like now that's so important. We forget about it when we're younger because it just happens. But the more you can exercise, the better you feel. And that's it. Our exercise in disguise, and that wasn't my line. It was one of our instructors. We've got great instructors at Summit, and 15 years ago, that's what she said she was doing. I think it was a Zumba class.
Oh, I love Zumba.
Yeah. What was her name? Camilla Clausen.
Oh, I love Camilla.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, I
so
can
she
see her
said
saying
Zumba.
that.
I'm like, what is all this dancing? She said it was exercise in disguise, and I just fell in love with that term. Because that's so many different things. What is your thing? What is your exercise in disguise?
Right.
What is your why?
Right.
Again, why are you? Where are you?
Okay, so for those that are new to the area, because we're getting so many new people every single day, like those of us that are new to the Summit Rock Hunt, let's just go over that a little bit. So when we first started how many rocks did we hide? One?
It was one.
And we've evolved to how many?
There's 6 now.
Okay.
Right? 6 rocks.
So 3 minis.
3 mini rocks, and those are found the same day.
Okay.
So you get a clue every hour until it's found.
Okay.
And we do those. That's kind of our warm-up now to get people's brains to start working.
Right.
And then after that, we do the bigger rocks, and that's 5,000. If you find the rock, anybody can participate. And if you buy one of the shirts, which now they have clues and stuff on them that help out.
Oh, there's so many clues.
And then it's 10,000. And the shirt is... I think they're $15 is what we charge for the shirts. They used to be 10, but like everything else, 500 went to 10,000.
Yeah.
And anyway, it gets you into the club for the whole month for free. So if you're out, you're burning up, it's 150 degrees out there, you're looking for a rock, now you come and jump in the pool. You just do something a little bit different to mix it up. But the shirt gets you in and it helps you.
Now, here's the deal about the shirts. You guys only order a certain amount. Once they're gone, they're gone. So don't wait to the very end. And we've had people that we've been out on the rock trail and, I'm just going to casually look. And then they're the ones that end up finding it with no shirt on. Got to have the shirt on to play the game correctly. So
it is. The other reason is, too, though, if you see somebody wearing a shirt, they're in the same mode you are.
The same family is what I like to call it.
You're not talking to somebody that's just out there that wants to be alone and they're getting away and, it's like they're doing the same thing. And that's where the marriage came in. That's where the friendships came in. That's where the culture came in.
You do.
Again, the shirt wasn't my idea. That was someone else. I think that was actually my son that said, let's do the shirt.
I think it's a genius idea. And it is when you're driving around town. And believe me, I put a lot of hours into this. And people say, can you find it? No, absolutely not. But what's important is that I get to see everyone else out there. And there's nothing better, and I think you can agree to this in your team, when you're there when they find it. Yeah. I get so excited for them.
Well, you're there 90% of the time.
Absolutely.
Do you write the clues?
No. Speaking of the clues, I'm glad you said that. Okay, let's talk about the clues a little bit because we don't know who writes them, but whoever does, it's pretty inventive. Now, these clues, it's a $10,000 rock. They're not. If it was so easy, then we wouldn't have a go all week long,
It'd be a foot race, right?
But you never know because we've had people like Danny solve it in one clue, right?
That's right. Yeah.
And it surprises all of us.
Yeah.
Like, how did he do that?
Yeah, Danny's kind of like the rock prophet or something.
Right?
He's got some good stuff going on that discussion group.
So, okay, now here's another thing that I see people, I'm just going to wait till the last day to get out there and look for it. I'm just going to let everyone else. The whole point is to get out there and have fun. Mm-hmm. Make memories with your families, right? So do not wait till the last day. You're missing out on the whole point of this, right? That's the way I think about it.
Yeah, and go when it's comfortable for you.
Yes.
If you can get away in the morning, if you can get away in the evening. There are people that get out there and they just go 8, 10, 12 hours a day, and that's fun too.
if that's
it's
your
a
thing.
lot. It is, but if you just get out there and you get the spirit of it,
Yeah.
like I said, you go out in the evenings. There's people talking on their phones. They're drinking water. I'm like, are you even looking for the rock? They're just out there having a good time.
So many and so many times we've been out there, and yeah, they're not. They're just there to have a good time. And if you find, here's the thing: if you find the rock, it's a bonus. It's always fun, but it's more important that you're getting what you're getting out of it. You're making lifelong friends, and you're getting exercise in disguise. What types of people do we see out there?
What types don't we see?
Right? We see everything from older to babies out there, right? Strapped onto the moms in strollers.
Yeah, and we bring sunscreen for them.
And you bring sunscreen. And when you see Joe in his truck or the Summit team passing out waters, they're going to be all over. So it doesn't necessarily mean that's where the rock is. And I know I hear a lot of people say that. No. And same with the Coney. If you see the Coney truck out there, we're just going where the people are. So then we can see what they're up to. Plus, it gives them kind of encouragement. Like, don't stop. Now, just know that you need to be a part of our Summit Athletic Club discussion page because it helps you so much to know where people are. Sometimes you feel all alone and you're like, where do I go? And then people will, like, we all have to participate for it to come back to you. That's the way I think about it.
It is. And our team is so amazing.
Aren't they great?
Oh, my goodness. It's like you. You're out on the trails a lot looking, but they do so much behind the scenes.
That people don't even realize.
They started on this 4 or 5 months ago, and they're showing me, hey, like today I saw the shirt that's being designed and just the meetings that they have. And then when they get out on the trails and they make people laugh and their energy is just contagious. And that's what makes it fun is all the people that are putting the time in. Not me. I'm there to have fun and enjoy it too. But there's a lot of people that put a lot of time into it. And I don't know. You'll have to ask them. I think they're coming in next.
Yeah, we're going to
why
talk
they
to the
do
girls
it
and why they do it.
Yeah, because they do. They make it fun. Without you guys, it wouldn't be. I mean, I've had people over the years call, hey, we want to do that. We want to do that. Lots of times, and some people have tried it and it just didn't work. And I think it's because of the team.
It absolutely is. There's only one Summit Athletic Club, and we're going to leave it that way.
We have a lot of energy for sure. There's a lot of good
and you have to. But again, yes, you're humble when you say, oh, it's not me. But honestly, Joe, it is you. Because if it didn't have the leader behind all of this, you could never pull it off. Again, people have no idea how many hours it takes to pull something like this off. And you're right, it takes a team as well. So we have a good little partnership there going.
I'll say.
It's going strong, and we hope to continue this for how much longer, Joe?
Forever. My tombstone's going to be a rock.
Yes. So. Isn't that great? Well, I appreciate you coming in today, our first day of starting all this, and hopefully more to come. But what's your biggest takeaway from all of this, the rock hunt? What's our biggest takeaway?
Well, my biggest takeaway today is this is your first podcast, and you've
done
amazing,
and
mine
it's
too.
You.
So I hope it's turning out okay.
We did it.
Yeah, but just love the spirit of the rock and all the people that help and the people that participate. They're what make it fun too. I mean, just the comments,
absolutely.
The way they share with each other, and the friendships that are made, and just all the really cool stuff that happens. And like I said, it's still evolving. Each year, something different comes out of it. I mean, we've had songs written about the rock. We've got,
great?
I don't know, this year maybe you guys can put some of that stuff on. We have how many now? Official rock stars. How many people have found rocks? So we have how many rock stars? Maybe we get all the rock stars together sometime and let them do something.
Oh, that would be fun.
That would be. But that'd be on you guys.
A little rock star party. Hey, don't tempt me. I will do it. I will make sure it happens. I know we have a lot of people, because you can't make everyone happy. Why isn't it when it's cooler weather? What's the story behind this?
Well, the time changed. We tried it once. We moved it to October, and it got dark earlier. The kids had a lot of functions. They were still in school. And that's why, go back to what works for you. You don't have to be out there every hour.
Right.
Go out. It is hot sometimes.
Right.
It rains sometimes. But it was just the kids are out of school, and it's about getting with their family and their friends.
Yes.
There's just more time for them to do it, and it stays late or light till 9 o'clock.
And I have actually been out on the trail at night. I'll get my granddaughter, let's go out and look. And people have found it at night on a Wednesday night or whatever. So it just depends on when you're out. And again, I suggest, yes, go out early mornings, take a break throughout the day when it gets super hot, and then go back out at night. And that, when I tell you it's so much fun, again, I can't find this. I don't get anything out of this, but it's just so much fun.
You find the good spots, though. They should keep following you.
It's just so much fun to be out there with everyone and just seeing what it's all about. Again, you're making family, friends for life, and I highly suggest you play along. What are your guys' website? You have a website. Give us all that information. Facebook.
Yeah, our summit website, summitathleticClub.com. I'm sure our Summit Rock Clue discussion page.
Do you guys have an app?
Yeah.
Okay, download the app as well.
Yep, we do. That's new this year.
Okay. Oh, good.
I think we've got something cooking there.
There's
So,
always something.
I'm not a real techie guy. I work in a gym and I like to go out and hunt for rocks.
That's what you sound like me.
Yeah.
Well,
hey,
now,
one
yes.
more thing. You don't have to go where they tell you to go.
Oh,
on our
gosh.
Clement, I mean, we've had people that have just kind of went off on their own, and nobody's there. They're all over here, and they found it over here. So that would be the one thing I'd say. If you're hunting for the first time, you don't have to follow the crowds. Do what makes sense to you, and sometimes you'll be surprised. We've had people find it on the second day, the first day. You know, I think Danny was the first hour or something.
Wasn't it up at the Coral?
Yeah, the old airport area.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, so it just don't wait for everybody else to lead you. Be a leader. Get out there and work from the inside out. You don't have to follow the outside in. If you know of something, start there, and then all of a sudden things might start making sense once you get there.
Oh, you are exactly right. And how often do we take something that we've read and it could fit 4 different spots all over southern Utah? We're like, oh my gosh, it does fit there. Well, it fits here. So you are absolutely right about that. It's luck of the draw, I guess.
Yeah.
But follow your instincts and stick where don't blame anyone else if you want to. And I always tell everyone.
Don't blame us, because you've been blamed and I've been blamed.
Multiple times. And I'm like, I'm just like you guys, just trying to figure it out. But we have realized that it can fit in multiple areas. So keep that in mind if you're a first-time rock hunter. You could be
Otherwise,
in 4
it'd be a
different
foot
areas.
race.
Oh,
Right?
yes, exactly.
So
anyway, well, thank you for coming on the podcast. And we're super excited about this. Over $33,000 will be given away this year alone.
Yep.
So stay tuned.
Stay
we
tuned.
Can't wait.
Excited.